Okay, for this one, they are asking us, to, I have written my name and I have my date. You were meant to do that in the previous video, but if you did not, please do it now. Pause the video, write the date and your name. Good. What we are going to have to do, they say at the top, faces, edges, and vertices. Now, this time you will not be confused, okay? I'm going to go through it with you. So this is where you must listen, because now you are going to know exactly how it works. I'm hoping. Okay, so we are looking at number 1. We are going to have to name the shape. We are going to have to say how many faces. We are going to have to say how many edges. And we are going to have to say how many vertices. But all we have are these pictures in front of us. We don't have the actual object in our hands to count or to measure or to feel. Okay. So number 1, let's first name the shape. Let's do the part that we can do. Now we learned that when anything comes up to a point, it's called a pyramid. Now we look here at the bottom. They have something called the pentagonal pyramid and they have something called the square pyramid. Now what will tell me whether it's a pentagonal pyramid or a square pyramid? We must look at the base, the bottom. Is this bottom part of this pyramid a square or is it a pentagon? It is a square. I'm hoping you said that. Remember, pentagon has 5 sides. So it's a square, 4 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the bottom of it. Okay? They are pretending like they put the shape in front of you, and that is the bottom that you cannot see. Okay? So this shape is a square pyramid. Good. Now I can go cross it out at the bottom. And then we can start with our faces, our edges, and our vertices. Now a face is any area or any part of the shape that I can put my hand flat on. Do you remember that? So that means my smooth surfaces. Here's 1. 1, 2. But now we have to remember that this shape has a behind. It has a backside because pretend like this is the actual pyramid that is standing in front of you. You would have your 2 at the front. Let's pretend it's here. This is the point. Then it's going to go down, down, that side down, and this side down. And it's going to be a square at the bottom. So we have counted 1 and 2 that are in front. Now we have to count the 2 that are in the back. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and my base, 5. So how many faces does a square pyramid have? 5 faces. Edges. Here's a super simple way of telling the edges in a picture because you don't have it in front of you. So with faces, all I can remind you of is to remember to count the behind, the back side, the dotted lines I almost want to say, and the base or the top. Always remember that. With edges, you simply count your straight lines. But now you must remember, you must also count the straight lines that you cannot see. So straight lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here I see dotted 1, 6, 7 dotted 1. But now you must remember there's 1 connecting this to the back there as well. So 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then the 8th one there at the back. So square pyramid has 8 edges. And then my vertices, you must always remember the ones you cannot see as well, but the vertex is the pointy parts. If I had to put my finger on this top, would it be pointy? Yes. So we have 1, here's another pointy part, 2, pointy, 3, pointy, 4, and then you must remember that pesky one there at the back that we cannot see, 5. So how many vertices does a square pyramid have? 5. Good, we are moving on to number 2. Now number 2 almost looks like a cylinder in the fact that it is a long shape. But we know that once it's like a tube type of shape or like a container type of shape, it's called a prism. Now here at the bottom they give us a rectangular prism, a hexagonal prism, or a triangular prism. Now how do we know what the first word will be of my prism? I look at my base. So here's my base. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides. A shape with 6 sides is called a hexagon. So this will be a hexagonal prism. A hexagonal prism. Because I know it's a tube, so I know it's a prism, and I know that the bottom has 6 sides, so I know it's a hexagonal prism. Faces. How many faces does this shape have? Well, let's see. Here's 1, 2, 3. Then we must remember those at the back that they are showing us. 4, 5, 6. And then we must remember the top and the bottom. 7, 8. So if I were to put my hand flat on that shape, I would be able to do it at the top and the bottom. So 1, 2. Then there are 6 sides all around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 plus 6 gives me 8. Edges means straight lines. Now, here are a lot. Okay. So let's start at the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go to the bottom. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We knew that because this had 6 sides and this has 6 sides. So we already have 12 edges. We already have 12 straight lines because the top has 6 and the bottom has 6. Now we just have to count those that go up and down. So 12, 13, 14, 15, those at the back, 16, 17, 18. So how many edges? 18 edges. Now we come to the vertices. My vertices are my pointy parts. This one's parts aren't going to be so pointy, but they are still enough for us to be able to say, aha, this is a pointy part. So here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then at the bottom, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So you really have to go look at your picture, grade 2, in order to, don't just guess an answer or count only the front. Remember, you must see this in your brain as if it is a real object that is standing in front of you. If you see a cylinder, don't just see the picture of the cylinder, see a candle. Imagine that you have this candle in front of you and do that. Okay, ooh, that candle smells nice. Oh, that's very nice. Okay. Number 3, name the shape. Once again, this is a tube type of shape. You can see that. So this is a tube type of shape. Why did they make this a dotted line? That should have been... Oh, wait, this just messed with my mind. Okay, never mind, I figured it out. So this is a tube type of shape. You can see it has 2 shapes on either side. That means it's a tube type of shape. So it's a prism. But is it a rectangular prism or a triangular prism? Let's look at the base. The base is a triangle. So this will be a triangular prism. And now I can cross that out here at the bottom. Good. Now let's look at faces. The faces are all of the parts where I can put my hand flat on. Do not see the shape in front of you. Pretend you have a Toblerone. Toblerone. I still don't know how to say that chocolate's name, but it's like the one with the mountains, and then it has a triangular prism shape. So pretend like there's a Toblerone in front of you. How many sides would you be able to put your hand flat on? Let's see. I would be able to put it on this side, 1, on the back, 2, on the bottom, 3, and on each side, 4, 5. So 5 faces. So if the Toblerone was in front of me, I would be able to put it on this side, 1, on this side, 2, on the bottom of my triangle, 3, and then on each side, 4 and 5. Good. We are looking at the edges now. That means the straight lines. Lucky for you, all of the straight lines in this picture is given. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 edges. There are 9 straight lines in this picture. The dotted lines also count. So 9 edges. And then vertices are my pointy parts. Immediately I can see this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 vertices. Okay, grade 2. The next ones I'm going to kind of leave up to you, but I will guide you through them. So we are at number 4. What is the name of this shape? This one you should not be having trouble with. This is the simplest shape. Not the simplest. I'm lying. I'm so sorry. It's just one of the most familiar shapes. Is it a rectangular prism? Is it a pentagonal pyramid? Or is it a cube? Good. Once you've written that, how many faces does it have? How many faces does a cube have? Pretend you have a dice in your hand. Let me see if I don't. Oh my word, this is perfect. Okay, so I kind of have a, this is not a perfect cube, but I kind of have a cube. I want to know how many faces. Now first I'm going to show you without the cube in front of me. So here's one side. 1, 2. Now I must remember this shape has a back. It's not just the front. So 1, 2, then this side. 3, there should actually be a dotted line. 4, then the top and the bottom. But if you didn't understand that, look at the cube. We have 1. Okay, wait. They are showing it like this. Like that. So that is the picture that you have in front of you right now. Hold on, let me show it like this. This is the picture you have in front of you right now. Okay. So now they are asking you to count its sides. Or, faces. So how many places you can put your hand flat on. So you look at your picture. So you have your front, 1, 2. Then here on your picture, hold on, maybe I can do this. On your picture here would be a dotted line. Oh my word. Okay, that's way too small. Maybe I should just make it all the way through. On your picture there will be a dotted line going straight down, straight down, straight down. Yeah. To show that it's going to the back. So you have 1, 2, then you have the ones at the back. 3, 4, and then you have your top and bottom. 5, 6. So how many faces does a cube have? You fill it in. Now we are moving on to the edges. That means the straight lines. You have your 1, 2, 3 in front. Remember, there's a 4 at the back. So you have your 1, 2, 3 in front, but here is a 4th straight line at the back. You must not forget about that which you cannot see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the top 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So let me show you on the shape. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Good, and now we are at vertices. Where do they come together? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So how many vertices? I kind of want to leave the last 2 to you on your own, because I feel like I've been explaining a lot now. Okay, so this shape. Is this a rectangular prism, a pentagonal pyramid, or a cube? Write the correct answer. Is this a rectangular prism, a pentagonal pyramid, or a cube? I'm going to leave these two to you entirely alone because I want to see, I always help with too much. I want to see how well you can do it on your own. How many faces does this shape have? Remember, faces are the parts where you can put your hand flat on. So the smooth surfaces. How many smooth surfaces does this shape have? Write the number down. Pause and write the number down because I'm moving on. Edges. How many edges? How many straight lines does this shape have? How many lines does it have that I can drag my finger across? How many edges? And then vertices, how many pointy parts does this shape have? How many parts does it have where all of them just come together? Good. Number 6. Is number 6 a rectangular prism? If it is, write rectangular prism. If number 6 is a pentagonal pyramid, please write pentagonal pyramid. And if number 6 is a cube, write cube. Okay, how many faces does this shape have? Oh, how many smooth surfaces does it have? How many surfaces does it have that you can put your hand flat on? Remember the behind. They give it to you, they show it to you with dotted lines. Next one, edges. How many straight lines does this shape have? If I'm going too fast, please pause and finish the previous question. So how many edges does this shape have? How many straight lines? And then the last one, how many vertices? So how many pointy parts? How many places does it have that the shape comes together? Write that number. Good. Well, I really do hope this helped. I hope that this put something in perspective for you. I know that this was something that you guys struggled with, and it is something that we are going to have to continue to work on because it is important that you know this for next year. So if you still don't understand it, and I see now that you don't, I will definitely work it into when you guys come back, that we work with some concrete 3D shapes and then try and put that to paper again because yeah, this is something I think we still need to work on, but I'm really hoping that once I get these worksheets back I can see that we don't have any problems, but if you tried your best, it's always good enough. Grade 2. So that's the last thing I'm going to help you with today. The only other thing you have is your handwriting, and in your good morning video I will have shown you how to do that. So enjoy your handwriting and then you are done with Monday. Good job.